have been closed off to the presidential visit. George Bush is currently meeting with the Saudi king. Now, this country has been in the news a lot lately. There's the girl of Qatif, as she's known. She was sentenced to punishment, even though she was raped, because she was found to be in the company of a man who wasn't her relative at the time. And also, there's that jail blogger we've been talking about a lot. Well, Nick Robertson, our senior international correspondent, has reported from this country many times. And he prepared this report on one Saudi woman who says she wants to make a difference in her country's society. Take a look.
Journalist Ebtihal Mubarak is tracking down a lead on a story. The 29-year-old has only been a reporter for 3 years and is already making a name for herself, taking on stories no one else dares. Today, probing a leaked government human rights report.
I'm surprised that a lot of newspapers are not covering this thing, or they're trying to keep a hush-hush.
Let's get more on this now. For that, we turn to Ebtihal Mubarak, a journalist with the English language Arab News, who covered the trial.
She sprang to international attention late last year after she campaigned about the injustice of the gang rape of a Saudi woman and that woman's subsequent sentence to jail and lashes. Mubarak's co-workers consider her brave. Her reporting helped get the victim pardoned.
I was furious. We all were furious at the office. And for the treatment she got from the judge.
Her bold stand puts her at odds with the kingdom's conservatives.
I found someone on this extreme website naming me and saying this girl, she ruined the reputation of the justice system in Saudi Arabia. And
does that worry you when you see that criticism?
No, I laugh.
But it does worry her friends and family, who fear her reporting may land her in jail or worse.
Just because they've employed 16 more computer operators doesn't really increase the role of women.
Even the most innocuous stories can lead to confrontation. She describes how a religious policeman, whose job it is to enforce religious law, tried to stop her, even talking to a man.
He was screaming from there, cover up your face, cover up your face.
He was shouting that to you?
At me. So he came closer and like, I'm done. Just I bought some books and, go off to go.
She wants an end to intimidation of women and is ready to fight for it. Hence the Che Guevara poster by her desk.
Yeah, that's Che Guevara too. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
From a conservative family, she says she fought hard to be allowed to work.
I told you.
And even now, like all the women in her office, needs a father or husband's permission to work.
It hurts like, for example, I have to have a permission to travel from my father each time. If we had a simple fight or whatever, he has the right to object my working in any place, not a newspaper.
Great. So how far are we going?
But as we follow up on the leaked report, she tells me what really frustrates her, not being allowed to drive.
If I have a car, I would do more. I just drive out in the streets till I drop for the first 6 months or a year at least, just to see a woman driving a car in the street. And this means this woman, she had a job, obviously, so she had a car, she's paying, and that scares a lot of men. So she is independent.
When we arrive at the Human Rights Office, the heavy gate buzzes open. But as we follow, we learn something about the arcane rules she's trying to change.
That's the women's section, so you can take pictures till I...
So we can't come in here?
Yeah, you can. We'll meet in the middle.
Meet in the middle.
We will meet in the middle, okay? Okay, see ya.
So we can't follow her inside this side of the building. This is the women's side. It is the same building. There's a partition wall right here, 2 separate doors. That's where the women have to go in, and we'll catch up with her inside here, in the men's side.
When we get inside the men's half of the building,
Yes, we came in with the lady. She went on the other side. So how do we get to where the lady is? Yes.
the men could not be more helpful. It's the law to separate men and women. Here, this is normal.
Shukran. Well, somewhere the two halves of this building join, and when we find out where that is, we'll find Ebtihal. Aha, I think this may be it. Yes, this is the middle of the building. This is the women's side and this is the men's side. This is where the meeting will be? Yes, meeting will be. Super, thank you, thank you.
After a while, the man she's come to meet crosses to the women's side to find her.
That's the women's section, that's the men's section, and they meet in between, but they each have their own separate entrance because that's the law. Okay, so we go downstairs.
That's the law, that's why. Yeah. How does that affect the way life is lived?
Well, it's apartheid. It is.
And apartheid for women?
Yes, it is. That's the best as it can get, but...
Does it make you angry or upset? Or?
Angry, upset, frustrated, name it all.
But she doesn't let the anger show.
I never saw this side.
Then, after coming in the women's door, her host leads Ebtihal all through the men's side of the building to an office right by the men's front door. Not fazed, she asks tough questions of the man she's come to see. On the way out, we all leave through the men's door.
How did that go?
It was okay. It wasn't all bad, but they tried to be very diplomatic.
I can't help but ask too why she was able to leave by the men's door.
We went from the women's section, and then we came out.
How bizarre is that?
Yes. See, I told you, we're a special case.
Women, a special case. Talk of change for women's rights, she says, is just that. Talk.
Right. So you've got a lot more stories to do here.
A lot more than one, yes. Yeah.
Nick Robertson for Inside the Middle East, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Well, after the break, we continue to follow the Bush Mideast tour and we change countries. We take you to Egypt. Stay with us.